Alright, welcome back. So last time, Jin and the party um, went into the slaver stockade, I think it was called, through the back door, through an entrance from the sewers, and took the slavers by surprise and wiped them out to destroy the taint of slavery from the city of Afkatla. They've just come back to the copper coronet to I guess rest up, which they have. I think, what time is it? Yeah, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, so they're ready to set out for today's activities. And the plan now is to go to the government district and see if we can find a representative of the cowed wizards, and see if something can be done about releasing Imoen. Oh yeah, so it's also worth mentioning that on the way back from the slavers, Jin and the party were kind of waylaid by two random thugs just outside the Copper Coronet, and a fight broke out, during which they casted some magic and were immediately warned by a cowed wizard who teleported in, only to say that any further use of magic would result in essentially summary execution. Although the wizard did mention something about a magic license, so that'd be another reason to go to the government district and see if something can be done about that. Beyond that, Jin has already agreed to help Nalia defend her home from whatever monsters that have assaulted it, although she didn't mention that. And also, I almost forgot, but I believe, yeah, Jin has also agreed to help somebody called Lord Jerden Firecrag. He mentioned that his lands are also under attack by ogres and bandits, apparently. Ogres and bandits, which doesn't sound too difficult. And they are and his lands are in the Windspear Hills, which is also where the Dryads are from. The Dryads that Jin met in Arenicus's dungeon. So he does plan to visit this Windspear Hills at some stage, and especially since Lord Firecrag offered 10,000 gold in reward for what doesn't sound like particularly difficult work. I mean, Jin has faced down ogres and plenty of bandits along the Sword Coast, so yeah, this would be something else that's on the list. But he's going to so in the short term he's going to go to the government district and then head to the Darnise. I think it's Darnise. I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm gonna call it Darnise. I might be wrong. It sounds a bit French, doesn't it? Maybe Darnise. I don't know. Darnise Hold. Yeah, if we go into the Darnise Hold, because Nadia mentioned that her situation is quite time urgent. Okay, so off to the government
What is my
district.
task?
10 a.m. in the
I
morning.
await your word.
In fact, we've pretty much taken a day off. Well, not a day off, but okay.
Everyone here seems so unhappy and severe. I'm so unused to living this way. In the circus, we always were cheerful. Or at least Uncle Quail was determined to be.
Yeah, I was just saying that Jin is going to be careful about traveling at night in this huge, unfamiliar, and dangerous, frankly, city. Especially given that his party is magic heavy. Aerie is essentially only good for her magic. Anoman is half a caster, Jin himself is half a caster, and same goes for Jaheira. So if they're not allowed to cast magic and they get caught out in the street again against more dangerous assailants, you could see that could be a problem. So he's going to try and stick to the daylight when traveling around the city. Until maybe we get this magic license, so that he'd feel a bit safer about walking around. So that's why, even though there was still a bit of daylight and evening left, he decided to rest after the battle against the slavers. So now Aerie is engaged in conversation again. He used to say that, okay, so Quayle used to say that frown would never get you anything useful done. I think everyone could use some cheering up. What about you, Jim? Yeah, I think Jim would say something like this. You're probably right. He probably thinks we're so easy. Actually, yeah, he does have more serious things to worry about. I mean, this is something I should have mentioned about Jin's personality. He's a lot of people seem to like the sort of happy-go-lucky, sort of rebellious anti-hero types, and that's not my personality. So it's going to be really difficult for me to roleplay somebody like that. Um, and I guess rebellion is so popular nowadays in modern culture that I think being quite severe and serious and uh, I guess rooting for law and order might actually be the rebellious thing to do. So yeah, Jin is more of a. I mean, he was brought up by monks, so he's kind of slightly opposite to Imoen. So Imoen is outgoing and rebellious. She's a thief. I mean, that should tell you something about Imoen's personality. Whereas Jin himself is much more serious. And right now his mind is focused on everything he's been through, how he's gonna try and get Imoen back, and yeah, so he's more serious things to worry about. Alright, I kind of hope that doesn't mess up the Aerie romance. It'd be pretty bad if I mess up the romance on only the second conversation, I think. Because don't get me wrong, Jin does really like this Aerie girl. Um, he's
It
been
shall
around monks
be.
all day, and he sees Imoen as a sister, so he's never really felt much in that regard for Imoen. Um, and this is really the first attractive girl, um, or elf rather, that he's come across in his life, who he also sympathizes a great deal with. It seems a bit unrealistic to get to the government district without going through the bridge, so we'll do that. But I mean, we have no reason to stop, and
Greetings, citizens. I trust you'll be keeping your weapons at your sides.
but apparently don't have a choice for that. Yeah, he's definitely not here looking for trouble. Okay, so it sounds as if they have a problem with thieves here. Yeah, Minsk is worried about thieves. Warning everyone so as to get the word out that there are guards on the streets. We've had a string of killings. I don't want any more happening. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Jim was waylaid just outside the Copper Coronet by two ruffians who attacked him with very little provocation.
There's a disgustingly sick person out there, and I simply don't have the manpower to protect everyone.
And killing paupers, sometimes in the alley where they sleep. What are paupers, like beggars? Sounds like the find someone on the street. No. Why would someone prey on the poor? What could they have done? What could they have to take? Yeah. He kills them, and that is all. Not only is it pointless, he does it in painful ways possible and is sick. He flays them alive. There has been blood all over the area. Little Faraji, local urchin, found the latest victim. What do you think of a child seeing that? That does sound horrid, Aerie. Can't imagine anything but awful. Why do you think of that? Can't find city again. Yeah, Jakiro is raging against the city again. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for your confidence, Yoshimo. Alright, it sounds like there's murder is going on here. But, that's strange. We came from the south, and somehow we've ended up in the north. Okay, well, I guess, yeah, Jin is in no mood to investigate murders
Consider
here
it
right
done.
now.